Hey, I'm not as smart as most Canadians when it comes to politics, but I gotta say it's pretty apparent to me right now that when Trudeau or just, governments um, are against other countries uh, passing legislature that is pro-green, then we know that the magical monetary paradigm, as much as the fictional supernatural paradigms of religion, are what has contaminated our worldviews for too many generations now to actually have me find people to discuss these ecocentric topics with. In about 4 months, I'll be starting a third year of my course for developing an ecocentric type of worldview. And I think maybe what I should do is just spend the entire year talking about the positive aspects if you are pro-life, right? If you understand that even if you think your species is God's gift to this planet, that you need the rest of the biosphere unless you got some sort of plan B, which might just be dying and leaving your kids here because you think, the plan B is after your death. So maybe for the entire year, again, with no students, my being the only facilitator as a teacher, because I would have accepted collaborations with other professors, is I will also be probably the only student for the whole year, and starting to film videos of what is positive about COVID-19, which there are plenty to somebody that actually has a worldview that is ecocentric. Now, do you know what this means? And you want to hate me. You want to call me a traitor to my species. And that is, again, what exactly I'm saying is wrong with your thinking. Because your species lives on this planet. There's no planet B. There's no, heaven after your death, as if you deserve this heaven, right, by being, anti-life, because that's what you are. But if you're pro-life, and I focus an entire year on the positive aspects of COVID-19, then you will have no choice but to say, hey, that kind of makes sense as strategies or thinking in a way that is different than the norm. And you won't know how to apply these. You won't know how to reference them, what to do without the schemas to accommodate them and be systems thinkers with the right basis as a foundational worldview to even actually use science to save yourselves. You will not be able to do that. But I think that's what I'll do. I mean, I'll try to find students to stick to the typical curriculum, because what it is, my course is not what you've been seeing in the first 2 years. My course actually has things to read, questions to answer, group discussions to put online, documenting our own changes in our lives based on what is happening with potential changes in worldviews in our minds, and to actually start, being part of the solution of really being pro-life and not part of the problem. Because if you've got an anthropocentric worldview, or even worse, a patriotic or ethnocentric or egocentric, and there's plenty of egocentric people, including parents and teachers and doctors, who harm their loved ones or the people that they are sworn to protect and serve in the context of their long-term life careers, and also in deserving collecting their paychecks or gathering these awards that they get and all these followers. So I'm going to do that and see what happens, all right? Because I think the end game has started quite a while ago, and you guys don't realize it because you're not pro-life.